a helpful orientation, just trying to, coming to an understanding about the people who live there?
Well, we did some site visits and visited both rural communities and the local university. So the university gave us the background and the history of some of the issues and demographics of the area and things that farmers were experiencing, and then we were able to go and visit some of those farmers in the rural communities and actually put those stories together.
The story that the one farmer told, I think, was probably for me the highlight of the trip, because I've made other trips to Central America before. What I learned from this visit for Food, Faith, and Justice was the impact of the large growers with the palm, growing the African palm, and also in some other areas the sugar cane, on the small local farmers, because it was driving them off their farms.
We visited, in the course of our trip, we visited a farm that Amextra has started and learned about the farming practices that are being promoted through this organization.
They have local staff and local folks who are growing these delicious foods, roots and corn and all kinds of things. And then we actually got to eat those same roots that were grown in the fields that we saw, using the technologies that were appropriate for the area. I think personally it's been a great experience in terms of not just living in myself, but realizing where my food comes from and actually putting a face to some of those farmers who are growing the foods that we eat. And certainly I think it has a huge impact on the policies of the United States on the farmers in Mexico, and that was something that was very clear. And so I will certainly take back an advocacy component, really advocating for just food international policies that benefit not only Americans, but also think about the local farmer in whatever country that policy impacts.
I would recommend a trip with Seeds of Transformation to recognize the needs in other countries, both with small farmers in Chiapas like the one I went to. But from what I've learned, I would also recommend a trip with Seeds of Transformation to Mexico City for those that are interested in the urban poor.
I think it would be wonderful if everybody could go on this trip, because it really informs you not only about what's going on in Mexico, but also what it informs you about some of the efforts our government makes, either positively or negatively, that affect people worldwide.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend anyone to join a Seeds for Transformation food policy program in the Chiapas region, or anywhere in Mexico for that matter. The staff was really great at helping us to have valid conversation about the issues that we saw, and really giving us the chance to meet and connect with local people. And I think that that is just so crucial to really understanding the larger scope of the food system and the policies that affect that. And so it was a great time for bonding and fellowship as well, but it was also just a really transformative and learning experience.